When I'm short on time, I love to make these healthier drop biscuits. Why drop biscuits? Because it's stress-free. There's no kneading, folding or cutting the dough, just stir, drop and bake. They're just as soft and delicious as traditional biscuits, but they're much faster and easier to make, so this is my go-to recipe for busy weeknight dinner or when I need a nutritious snack. My recipe uses simple ingredients and I start by adding 1 cup homemade oat flour into the bowl, which is my favorite way to make our baked treats a bit healthier for us. Also 1 cup whole wheat flour or spelt flour for better texture. And if you want to add any herbs or spices into your biscuits, I suggest you add those here. We love garlic flavor, so use 1 teaspoon garlic powder, but adding rosemary, thyme or cayenne would also be great. Then I need 2 teaspoons baking powder and half teaspoon baking soda to make the biscuits rise, and half teaspoon salt because I'll also be using a salty cheddar cheese. Drop biscuits, like traditional biscuits, need very cold butter, so I put 60 grams butter in the freezer and use my box grater to grate it into the flour mixture. Or you can cut it with a pastry cutter or pulse in a food processor if you like. Also, if you want to add any cheeses or other mix-ins, stir them in now before adding the milk. For the best flavor, I prefer to buy a block of cheddar cheese and grate it myself. I need 1 cup or 100 grams. And I'm going to add 1 cup grated carrots for more nutrition and a little bit of sweetness, which is about 1 large carrot. But you can also throw in some sweet corn or diced up jalapenos. Now at this point you can gradually add cold from the fridge buttermilk, stirring with a fork just until a soft dough comes together. It's important not to overdo it because you want the biscuits to be fluffy, not dense. The key for this recipe is to move quickly in order to keep the butter as cold as possible, so it doesn't actually melt before heating the oven. Why? Because these tiny pieces of butter will create small pockets of steam which will keep the dough tender. I use my ice cream scoop to drop the biscuits on a lined baking tray to make them nice and even. You should get 12 medium-sized biscuits from this recipe and pop it right in the preheated oven. Bake for about 15 minutes at 425 F or until golden brown on top. It's important to bake in a very hot oven, which helps them to rise quickly. So in less than 30 minutes you'll have these warm and delicious biscuits on the table. Drop biscuits may not be as beautiful as classic biscuits, but they're equally delicious and incredibly easy to make. Besides eating them on their own, I love serving these cheese biscuits with runny eggs for my breakfast or soups like tomato or lentil soup, and of course make a great bread replacement for sandwiches. They're slightly crunchy on the outside, super tender on the inside and packed with cheddar cheese and garlic flavor. Also they're subtly sweet and moist from the carrots. And most importantly, these drop biscuits are so delicious. I'm sure you won't be able to eat just 1 or 2. This makes them perfect for times when you need a quick breakfast or dinner or filling snack on the go. And if you need something sweet and nutritious, I suggest you make these protein-baked donuts. They're a guilt-free way to satisfy your sweet tooth while supporting your body's nutritional needs. Check out that recipe now. Thank you so much for watching. See you in another video. Stay healthy, stay happy.